tell dudes this all the time. They talk shit about DC. Oh, DC this, DC that. You know what I mean? I said, no, DC is not nothing. What DC is men of honor. Dudes come around DC faking that they're something they're not. And time perceives everything, and then their true character is revealed, and then DC eats on that because they feel like you tried me, Slim. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Using DC terminology. You understand? You tried me. I mean, a dude come around acting like he's official, and then his conduct shows, that he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm saying something, explain it to me. Because, you know, everybody trying to say, nobody gets along with DC. DC #1 hated in the system. No, DC don't take the crap for people faking to be of a certain character. If you're a coward, we gonna respect you. If you're a man, we gonna respect you. If you're a killer, we gonna respect you. You understand, right or wrong?
But see, you got to just look at it as the average person who says that, them the person who's not men. So you got to understand, men don't say that. Because men gonna get along with men. For a person to sit up there and say, man, I don't fuck with them DC dudes, don't even know them. Them ones you got to sit up there and disregard, and you got to avoid them.
But that's the point I'm making. But they infiltrate us. Listen what I'm saying. They infiltrate us like if, you know, like they from our cloth and our morals and our principles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they from our morals and principles, but then their character is gonna come out over time, because you could never hide who you are, because time is the revealer of all things.
Yeah, time reveals everything.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when they try and sit there, and act like they cut like that, and it's nothing wrong if they're not cut like that, because you know what I mean? You got roses and you got flowers and you got birds and you got trees, and everything make the universe go. You understand? But you know, a sheep shouldn't come around a wolf pretending to be a wolf. You understand? And then feel like they was disrespected because the wolf eats them for faking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, because you know the sheep is at the slaughterhouse.
Exactly.
You're right about it, but you got to look at it like when you're looking at on the ethics of what a man say out his mouth. Men don't say that. Men gonna lock eyes with all men, and then you sit up there and you saying that this guy sitting up there saying this about DC, but they saying it about other cities as well.
Exactly.
So it's like you got to understand, them the ones that gave you the sign to avoid. Them the ones you ain't even supposed to even sit up there entertaining, because only suckers entertain that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I don't understand is that, you know, just be who you are. Like I said, I tell them straight up, I don't have a problem with a person telling. My problem is when a person come to me and lie that he didn't tell, or he's cut from a different morals and principles, and then it's revealed that he's a rat. Tell me you're a rat, so I got a choice to deal with you and how to deal with you. We just spent our money in that joint, you know, the Waldorf. You understand? We just spent our money in that joint. So now, we gave our money to people that 9 times out of 10 is gonna rat if something happens. So we're not gonna say I'm not gonna go to Waldorf because they're rats.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it like for real, like from my concept. A rat anywhere is a threat everywhere.
Exactly.
So it's like you got to understand, I try to ostracize and stay away from that.
But let me know, don't sit here and tell me, nah, I would never tell, I would never this, and then you find out that he's a cold sucker.
You know a rat not gonna say that. That's like you got a few who got that, they got that thug rat mentality.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna tell you they're not a rat. But the point is that, you know, by us not actually being police, we don't do no investigating. That's our problem. We don't even we give people face value because they walk in a certain way and all this and that, but the guys beside them be knowing.
All right, let me say this. Like, okay, I come home, right? I'm gonna say this, and I ain't never speak on this with nobody, but I'm gonna speak on it with you. I don't even know if I'm going to air it, but I'm gonna tell you. I come home after 26 years in federal prison with you. We met under the most trying circumstances. We wasn't together every day, you know what I mean? But we was together, you know what I mean? We made sure, you understand what I'm saying? And we respected each other as men, you understand? But then now, you know, I come home and I'm thinking that it's set up the same way out here, because I'm thinking that we got our brothers out here that's holding down our code of conduct. So now, come on, I mean, everybody talking about, if I get caught, I'm telling, I'm doing me. And then they said they got it from Alpo.
But I'm gonna tell you something that I see though. A lot of people in our era, for real, they ain't had nobody to tell them. So it's like a lot of people sit up there and say, I ain't met a person yet though, homie, that they say they despise a rep. But what I seen and observed through my time and out here, they only despise the rep that told on them.
You understand? If they didn't tell on them, it's good. And that's why Poe said, oh, I ain't telling nobody from New York, so New York is gonna accept me back. But they didn't understand that this was the beginning, and that, you know, no matter what, when you tell, you tell. So I don't get into you know, my emotional, my personal thing about it, but I always say gunshots to the rats all day. You know what I mean? Gotta get the rats the gunshots.
For real, it's like you gotta even look at it. There's always a rat in the wall. So it's like you saying a rat should just manifest it. They're not gonna do it. I don't care if you got a fucking mansion. It's a rat in the wall.
But see, I'm gonna say this, and that's why I want to say this to you. That's why I respected Alpo, because Alpo told me, Unique, I violated. I know I shouldn't have did that, but I did that. He said, but I want the youth to know it wasn't worth it.
For the youth, man. I don't promote nothing of being a rat, government witness, and I don't promote that.
So me and Alpo tried to get together to tell the youth that it wasn't worth it, from a man that stood 10 toes down and from a man that went sour.
I don't want nobody to think that by me sitting down, interviewing Alpo, me talking to Alpo, that I side with Alpo. I'm telling Alpo in the face, I don't side with none of that. I got my own truth, my own stance,
all day.
And what I feel makes me a man.
I put up 3 minutes of a video and everybody blew it out.
But you think that would have been like real conducive to what you putting down? Because I'm saying it's like that's something that it's like that man harms a lot of people on a life sentence. He not just harms people on a life sentence, he even damages family. So it's like, I'm not saying that, you know, only his Lord got to sit up there and give the reconciliation, but the life that you live and the life that everybody live, you know, you could damage your brain. Because like you say, perception is reality.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. But my thing is, I was just coming home after 26 years. I didn't understand how twisted society have came, that they worship the rat and despise the man. That's what I didn't understand. You understand?
But again, just like I'm trying to tell you, it's a myth. Everybody out here say they despise the rat. They only despise the rat that told on them. So you have to really actually echo that. See, because you got to it's like everybody say that. I ain't met a person yet from any guy who been locked up. But if this guy has something to offer them, whether it's money, whether it's a car, whether it's a good out, they gonna sit up there and compromise all that to embrace that.
But that's what I'm saying, but we wouldn't. So that's the problem that I had, and I give props to, you know, Mo Gary. You know Mo Gary, he always tell me to show you out. The Mo Gary from Baltimore. Mo Gary taught me ADX 1996, you know what I mean? When I wanted to go at all the rats and, you know, certain things, he said, yo, you can't give a man your morals and principles. You can't put your morals and principles in another man.
Because that's what I was saying, it's like, I don't think it would have been a good idea that you and him would have sit up there and partnered up to spit any type, because like with me, I wouldn't even want him to legislate anything with my kids. You know what I'm saying? He lost, there's everything that he once were, he forfeited that.
No, we know that. But the way I looked at it, just coming home, trying to blend into society, because I wasn't out here, so I'm giving y'all something that I ain't never give y'all. I can speak to you, you know what I mean? I can speak to you because I respect your opinion. I don't respect the subscriber, no disrespect to the subscribers. The subscribers, that's civilians' opinions. But a man from my cloth that deal with my morals and principles and my code and conduct, I respect. You understand? But my thing is, like I said, it wasn't so much of that. Let me ask you this, and this is what I asked them, and give me your honest answer. You got grandkids? You got kids? Yeah. It's me, so I know you ain't gonna give me no but an honest answer. If your child was drowning out in the ocean, your child, and like you said that you don't feel that I should have stood next to him, that's your opinion. I respect that, because I respect you as a man. And this is how men do. I respect his opinion. But let me show you what my mentality was just coming out. If your child was drowning out in this ocean, show this boat out here right now. Show this boat, show these boats. Now you can stay by, you stay, yeah. You see those boats? If your child was drowning out here right now, they needed a life raft, and only person was there to give them that life raft, with Sammy the Bull, Nicky Barnes, or who we talking about? Would you tell your child don't take that life raft and be honest?
I'm saying for real, like personally, I can't even say that. Because my thing is that still in all, I'll guarantee you this though.
Yeah.
Whoever would have saved them, I wouldn't say thank you.
No, we understand that.
I'm giving you that. I could not say that.
See, I fuck with that.
I cannot say that.
That's why that's the homie.
I would not say thank you.
No,
because
that's
he's
the
not
homie.
worthy of that.
No, that's the homie because he keeping it 100.
I would not say
because
that.
you already know the answer to that. But like you said, he wouldn't thank him because there's no thank you for you because you're not even in
You gotta understand, it's not a place. I hope that it's like, even though I know it's somebody who infiltrated, I don't want them a part of my world. They forfeited me 2 months less than 30 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever, even though he have a truth, you just like what's going on now, and I can't even speak on it, but you got the LBGQT, whatever you want to call it.
You know what I mean?
They infiltrating the schools. So look how the propaganda is going through the schools.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing, you having one of these rats who sit up there and show his legislation is to tell. I don't want you to teach nothing to mine.
Exactly, but like I said, and we being honest, we keep one real, and he gave the best answer that I would have expected. You know what I mean? Because he's a man and he don't pull no cars, and that's why that's Big Tone. Like he said, you know, you didn't answer, you know, and you don't have to answer because you're my homie. I don't want to put you on the spot. You don't have to answer. I'm saying this for the record. My homie ain't got to answer that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm asking all y'all out there. I'm not asking him no more because he gave his answer. I'm not even gonna press him on that. I'm asking you, if your child was drowning and only person could save him was Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, Sammy the Bull, and Nicky Barnes.
But I want y'all to say this. If he asked that same question in regards if my daughter become arrested with some time, she gonna do that time.
You understand? We're gonna get to that.
Versus them saving them.
No, we gonna get to that. Cause this is a little too deep for them to understand. This is nothing else but just common conversation. But this is where I'm getting at. You understand? He gave his answer, we gonna stand on that. He said it what it is. I'm not even gonna pry cause that's some fake journalist shit. The man said what it is. He ain't gonna thank a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But bottom line is, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna tell him to let his child drown either, but he ain't gonna tell him to save him. And you know what I mean? And that's what it is, and we leave it at that. But now, as far as if she have to drown or tell. He has to drown or tell, like sickle cell.
With me, my daughter's gonna tell you, she gonna drown. I tell all my little cousins, if I die, give me a closed, if I tell, give me a closed casket. You see, I tell them that. All of in my family, they'll tell you that. Give me a closed casket.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Because like, I would want them to stay in the model who would they see me as. You know, just like a lot of people sit up there, they'll nickname a person quick, oh, he hot, she hot, but they won't even say nothing to him.
Yeah, exactly. You know? But you know, that's where we at though, man. I just want them to really understand that.
And I want to tell you this for the record. My daughters then would tell you.
Make sure you catch this.
My daughters then would tell you, I would say, they would drown or you gonna do that time.
Yeah, and that's why I say, don't violate the law, and you stab me if I'm wrong or wrong. If I'm wrong, I can deal with it.
I'm not saying it, but what it is
let me
that
finish what I'm saying.
You have been responsible of bringing a person like Poe into the community or into the up and coming future. Like, cause you gonna validate him for your presence, cause everything you've been through was in character.
Exactly.
Now you sitting up there, you got Poe to say, I'ma have him to help structure my kids, to structure the youth, even though he has it. You see what I'm saying? Even though he might have the answer, but his pedigree doesn't warrant that.
Yeah. No, but you see what I'm saying? This is how men kick it, so you understand. This is two gods kicking it. He tell me where he at, but I'm letting you know what it is, and I don't do no mollification, I don't do no excuses. Bottom line, I came home, I saw this joint was in disarray out here, Tone. I came home during the pandemic.
I seen the same thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I came home in 2020 when the pandemic was full effect, and this was in full effect, and everybody that we seen was on social media. And everybody on social media was talking about it was all right to tell. So I figured it was all right to get the person that they looking up to as the king teller You understand what I'm saying? To let him tell them that it's not all right to tell. And that's when I had him look at the camera, and I got it on my video. I might even put it in this, where he said, I don't tell nobody to tell. I don't like government informants. I don't like rats. I don't like this, and I don't like that. And that's everything that I stand for. So when he said he didn't like that, that's the reason why I did that.
But you remember in the early 90s?
Yeah.
When everybody was coming taking their claim of Shahada.
Yeah.
And once a person been exposed, you know what they used to tell them? Man, you gotta go to another pound. You're not gonna bring that fitna here.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, over the years, the imams became the rest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Speak
like,
on that.
look how the propaganda came. And it watered down that deen.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you sit up there and you say, you the boy pull into the to the foes and say, hey, he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Look how that, hey, what he done? Because you know what? He become an example. Now you sit up there and say, what he done? Well, he told, oh, it's all right. Long as somebody else they gonna forgive him, because you know what? Why it was all right to tell? Because all of us was locked up.
And you know what? And that's how real Unique Mecca audio is. My homie broke it down what he felt I did wrong, and as I'm a man, I'm gonna apologize, my homie, if that disrespect. You know, I don't
ain't no disrespect. We grow.
No, we know that.
No, we
but
grows,
this for the fake YouTube rat bastards and flip flop wearing mothers, gunshots. But I'm just saying, when men talk, we come to the round table and we lay it out there. You know, I came home and I tried to get my own plan together from what I saw, because it was backwards and puzzling for me to see them worshiping, saying that if I get caught, I'm gonna tell. I'm not doing the time. I couldn't fathom where to go. And I needed you out here. I needed Lou Sims out here.
But that's what I'm saying.
I needed my brothers out here.
When you came out there,
Paris,
even though you might have been the first one,
yeah,
the youth needed you.
Yeah,
they didn't
exactly.
know Alpo.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They didn't know Alpo.
You're 100% right, but I didn't understand that. I'm man enough to say it. I didn't understand that. I'm a man. I didn't understand that because I was lost when they said it was all right to tell. I never dreamt of the streets saying it's all right to tell. So that discombobulated me, and I made a bad judgment. And to everybody that feel offended or whatever, I apologize. But my homies is here to pull my coat when I make a mistake, like I'm here to pull their coat when they make a mistake. Right or wrong, family?
Yeah, you right.
I mean, if I'm saying something wrong, you know, Tone speaks on moral and principle, so you understand. So we having this conversation, 'cause I never spoke on that, you know, Alpo airing in the video, and I got over 2 hours of video with me and this man that people been trying to get that I refuse to air.
Please don't.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not going to on the strength of our bond, of our character. I would never do that.
Because you can't sit up there and sacrifice, like compromise.
But listen, I'm letting them know. You heard what my brother said. Tell them what you told me to do with that video.
Trash.
That's what my brother told me to do with it. So that's what it is, because it's not about the views.
Yeah.
I want to die an honorable man. Yeah, like I lived the honorable man. You understand? I'm down here in D.C., man. Make sure you get these boats behind me if the light ain't gonna be too bright. You got light on you?
Yeah, I'll get them.
You know what I mean? Got light on you? You know what I mean?
No, I don't got a light.
Yeah, but you know, that's what it is. Just so you understand, I'm out here with my homie, man. I've never spoke on the Alpo situation. I'm speaking to it with one of my homies. I talked to Lou Sims about it. If Lou want to get on camera and tell me how he feel about it, he welcome to come, because I can stand the chastising from my homies, because they the only ones cut from my cloth to be able to chastise me if they feel that I'm wrong, or give their opinion if they're wrong. And from there, I balance it out, and it's up to me if I want to accept that or move forward with that. You understand? But this is one of the only men that's qualified to tell me if I'm wrong. Not nobody watching YouTube with their opinions and none of that. But I just want you to understand that when I came home, I just tried to save the babies, man. I looked at it like if my child was drowning, I don't care who saved them. You understand? That don't mean listen to him, worship him, hang out with him. You know what I mean? That
I'm
just
gonna give you an
means
example though. When you're dealing with us black, like you dealing with us black, we're not gonna die. Sometimes, for real, how I look at it, sometimes these youth right now, for real, I hate to say it like that, a wave needed to get rid of them out the way.
Yeah.
Before we could sit up there and redoctrinate and reshape our kids. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, it's like everything been missing. It's been doctrinated. Listen, all of them been inculcated more so based on a person like Pope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The women is allowing people like Pope to come and shape their kids. You know, because when I was growing up, we sit up there, we listen to our old heads.
Yeah.
You know, And so it's like now you gotta understand, just lost. It's a miseducation.
But see, that's what I want y'all to understand, man. That's what being on man time is. When I say man time is admitting when you're wrong and listening to your family, your people that's cut from your cloth. He voiced his opinion how he feel, and I'm even gonna say I agree with how we feel, and that's why I never aired that 2 hours. And what you told me to do with that video?
Trash.
You heard what my man told me to do with it? So you ain't gotta never worry about me airing it, because that's my word. If my comrades gotta feel any way about my conduct is not following the code and ethics of where we stand and what we sacrifice for, you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. And it ain't a YouTube views or dollar amount in the world. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna make me do anything otherwise. And I'm saying this here, so y'all pull this up 20 years from now. You know what I mean? If my grandkids, when I die, or whoever wanna do whatever with the tape, that's on them. But as long as I'm living, I'm telling my brother that it won't be aired, because it wasn't meant for that.
No, it's not.
I was just trying to help the youth, and I was out here by myself.
Yeah.
And when I seen, you know what I mean, everything crumbling, and the way they was talking, you understand what I'm saying? I said, God damn, they keep talking about pull this, pull that, pull this, pull that. Let me get him to talk to them.
But so you got to look at it, when we say death before dishonor, that's a prime situation, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'd rather our kids die before we dishonor the code. You heard what he's saying? So you understand. I don't do no flip-flopping and all that. And just like you got dudes that done try to go up there and air my back out, I show my paperwork anytime. My paperwork is there. I don't have a problem with a dude that told. I don't say nobody's name on my channel. I don't disrespect anybody's name. I wouldn't say anybody's name with this man standing here to have them feel like they got to attack him, for them to think that he's agreeing with what I'm saying about the next person. So I don't say nobody's name. Yeah. My joint is about me and what I've done and the good brothers that I met. Yeah. And that's why I'm down here in DC. I went to Virginia, I went to Charlotte, you know what I mean? And then I went to Atlanta, saw a little more RL, Jim Jones, Jules Santana, then went back to Charlotte and saw Ashanti, and now I'm down here seeing my brother. And this is the best performance to me. You know what I mean?
I got a great go
over all them, and we gotta go, because I gotta get back up. But this is what it is. Tone, man, we
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26, deep back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rude men.